So to those who have seen our bell peppers video, they will know that we have a shitload of peppers now. And today we're doing a nice casserole. It's just quick and easy, and you don't need to clean your entire kitchen after you're done. So what we're doing today with the bell peppers, we're not actually gonna cut them all because that would take forever. We will use this little baby, the blender. If you have vegetables like these that are not too watery, you can take some tomatoes. Just like 1 or 2 or 3. Yeah, let's do 3 at the bottom, because these will give a lot of water and it will help everything to blend and to not get stuck in the blender. You should cut the bell peppers a little bit smaller. The onions that we're using are the bigger onions. I seriously can't understand people who like to get those small onions because it's just so much more work. So I just go down like that, and then I pull it off so that naturally you have a thing where you can pull on, and everything that's loose will come off. Now you have like a nice seam. You can just put your finger in here and pull it off this way, and then you have the entire onion peeled in no time. So for this dish, we're leaving the onions quite big, but it's a casserole, so there will be lots of heat, and the onion pieces will like melt a little bit, which is cool. All you really need is a pan like this, preferably a big one. After cleaning those, we're gonna cut those. Some people also throw away the bottom part. I'm not throwing out anything. Just go down the sides. The harder something is, the smaller you have to cut it. These will cook much faster than this piece, which means we need to just cut this piece quite small. What you always want to do is you have this little tree and you always half it. For me, one of the ways to modify my cooking or to make something new is to just play with the sizes and the temperatures at which I cook my stuff. And that always brings out interesting and new ideas. I always go for these 1-clove Chinese garlic thingies. They cost a little bit more, but look, around, cut it, and then you press down on it. All of a sudden you have your entire hand full with garlic because it's just one piece. It's a little bit less stingy, which means we just use more of them. You can also chuck these in right there, and you will save so much time cutting them, but they'll also get distributed all throughout the food, which can be something that you want to achieve if you just want the taste of garlic. But because these are also so mild, we're just gonna cut them in thin slices. It's always a nice surprise when you get one of those chunks. I would always recommend going with whole wheat. They have a little bit of a different taste, but once you know what they taste like, you can cook with it very well. Here we have artichokes. Instead of just chugging it out, I will use the remaining oil to give our food a little bit more taste. We will be cutting the cheese now. Before you cut meat on your cutting board, you should be sure that you've done everything else. This dish would also work without meat, but we're just using meat because we like it. For the vegetarian version, I would recommend more herbs or spices or anything that bring out a little bit more flavor. So this is one of my favorite parts, the combination of the sauce with the casserole goodness. I mean, you just smell the sauce with all the herbs and everything you've put in, and yeah, let's just combine the two of them. Because everything is cut well, and that just takes a little bit of experience, you will get a nice even cook all throughout the casserole. If you have leftovers like this, just put in a little bit of milk, slush it around, and you chug it in. Same with this, all the way around, slush it around, and you put it in. It's important that you get into all the little corners and that you don't have pieces of pasta, for example, that is not covered in sauce, because those will stay hard if they're not. But this is nice. It's all evenly spread out. The thought behind the whole casserole thing is that the water from the vegetables will come out and the dry pasta will suck it up. So it will just be kind of a change and it will bring it all together. I've put the oven at 180 to 200 degrees Celsius. Don't actually know what that is in Fahrenheit. You guys just need to do the math on this one. These are all the dishes for the whole casserole. And that's crazy. I mean, we just use a blender, a knife, and a big spoon. This looks okay. Yeah, let's give it a try. If we get a chunk out. You almost want a little bit of sauce. If you check it when it's cooled off, the sauce will have like dissipated or gone back into the casserole. And if it's not saucy, it will be very dry once that happens. Okay, and that's it. That's our casserole. It tastes great. We don't really have much more fat than the oil that you saw from the jar and the cheese. And the meat also has a little bit of fat, but yeah. The entire thing cost about 16 euros. The two of us have eaten as much as we could and only about a third is gone. He'll take half of this home and he can eat another day of it. And when you break it up like that, it's about 4 euros for each of us. And you get a nice, you have like an event that you can like film and keep forever. I think that's it. We'll try to do more stuff. Tune in. So Toby, how do you like the food?
Ich finde die Nudeln, die oben lagen, super lecker.
That's your work too,
I'm so proud.
This will be fine, but you don't need to put in more effort.